first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. To throw is Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And now the first NFL carry for the former Georgia star, DeAndre Swift. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
It's a pickup of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down and 7. Now Trubisky to throw. They'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year, but what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control a game with his running.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. This will be blocked just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's now 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Danny Amendola on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's intercepted. Picked off here to 32. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First catch for the Bears' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a Chicago 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
7-yard line. Trubisky
will throw. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Trubisky. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Bears field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Nothing our score after 1.
With the score, Bears 6, Lions nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st down, and they go with Swift again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
6-yard line.
Into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Matt Prater to kick off.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time, but now it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Bears.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now that falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Caught by Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
It's funny, partner, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Marvin Jones.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. line of scrimmage. Again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 7 yards the pickup. First down, Detroit. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Bears' 13-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So the big tight end.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful at getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. After the interception, here's Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
At the 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Amendola, he was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10, Stafford again. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Looking for Hopkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action. Trubisky. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears.
Complete to number 12.
Allen Robinson. As the first half is winding down. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13.
Lions 16. Bears 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. he's going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Oh, nice move. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
It's a gain of 10.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 23. 39 yards there, a big one. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. Now it's Trubisky fighting to stay upright. And in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Danny Shelton. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this one a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And we are all tied at 16 apiece. It's another field goal, his 3rd of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but does bring them level now.
I like how you put that in there, that it brings them level, right? Because if you're talking about kicking, bringing that soccer analogy in, I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on 4th down and come away with nothing, right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
This is our time.
Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Khalil Mack.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Brings up a third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
For the Lions.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 32-yard line.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina, and the Panthers have now taken the lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 38, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Bears first down.
On first down, Trubisky. The man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I tell you what, I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
And it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Stafford on first down. Screen play, Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
And 2.
On the carry, it's Martin. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
DeAndre.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Stafford is complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. It's caught, Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Stafford. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Danny Amendola there to make the grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 23-all.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro.
Bears field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Taken in the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. When that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They go play action here on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Buster Skrine is able to bring him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From just shy of midfield, Stafford complete to Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now left side on the swing pass. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. They'll find Gower there. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up near the 29. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
is in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.